One of my favorite things about homeschooling is reading aloud with my kids. We are an audiobook family. We love audiobooks. We get through so many more books because we do listen to them on audio. My kids are a little bit older, so they can sit for longer periods of time, so we do get through more books. So if this stack seems a little intimidating, please know that it's just where my kids are right now. And we love books, so I love that my parents instilled a love of learning in me and my siblings, and I'm trying to do the same with my kids, and so far they all love to read. First one is Cold Case Christianity for Kids. Investigate Jesus with a real detective. So this says Dr. J. Warner Wallace knows the thrill of high-stakes investigation. In this interactive guide, use real-life detective skills to uncover the truth about Christianity. Get ready to test your witnesses, take case notes, examine the evidence, and dive into the most important case of all, the case for Jesus. Super excited. This will be the first one that we do. Next, we have Wayside School Gets a Little Stranger. I think this is the second book, so we're going to start with the first one, which is called... what's it called? Sideways Stories from Wayside School. So this is a bunch of weird things happen in the school. So I thought this would be fun for us to dive into and try to figure out what's going on. Next, we have The Secret of the Hidden Scrolls. This is book 1, The Beginning, and by M.J. Thomas. Join siblings Peter and Mary and their dog Hank as they discover ancient scrolls that transport them back to exciting moments in Bible history. So excited about that one. I think there's like 13 books in here or something like that. So we'll start with 1 and see how the kids like it. The text inside is pretty big, so I think I will read this one out loud and not do the audiobook. But we'll see. Sometimes I like the audiobook because the narrator makes it so fun and exciting, and the kids are so engaged, and they can do better voices than I can. So that's another reason why we really, really enjoy audiobooks. Next, we have The 5 Kingdoms by Brandon Mull. We love almost everything he's written that we've read. We loved it. So Cole Randolph is just trying to have fun with his friends on Halloween, but their trip to a neighborhood haunted house turns out to be the start of a wild adventure when Cole watches his friends being whisked away through a mysterious passage. So this is a pretty thick book. My daughter's already read this one. So it's been vetted, but I'm pretty sure we're gonna do this on an audiobook. Next, we have Mockingbird. This is by Catherine Erskine. I heard really great things about this. This is about a 10-year-old girl named Caitlin who has Asperger's syndrome, and it just talks about her struggle and the things that she goes through. After reading the definition of closure, she realizes that this is what everyone needs. In her search for closure, she discovers that black and white are surrounded by shades of gray, and that those are beautiful and necessary for healing. So we'll try this one. Keeper of the Lost Cities by Shannon Messenger. Friends of ours gave us this one, so I'm excited about this. 12-year-old Sophie Foster has a secret. She is a telepath and has a unique ability to hear the thoughts of everyone around her. Something that she's never known how to explain has made her an outcast, even in her own family. So this is a pretty thick book, so definitely an audiobook. 2 great escapes. One is Nazi Prison Camp Escape, and the next one is Journey to Freedom 1838. So determined to save her toddler son from being sold as a slave, the woman who became known as Eliza Harris began her long journey to freedom in the dark of the night. And then this one, in the spring of 1942, Royal Air Force pilot Bill Ash's plane was shot down by the Germans. Ash crash landed, narrowly escaping that day. And so it goes on to talk about his escape. The next one is Precious and the Mystery of the Missing Lion. A new case for Precious. I don't even know how you say her last name, but I've heard really great things about this series. Precious is on holiday staying with her Aunt Bee at a safari camp deep in the Botswana countryside. She is excited when a new lion arrives. Not just any lion, but an actor lion called Teddy with his own film crew. So we'll try that one. The next one is The Imagination Station. So we grew up listening to Adventures in Odyssey, and this is one of the books that they have. It's pretty large print, so I think I'll be able to just read this out loud. Last one, I've had this one for a while. The 68 Rooms. This is by Marion Malone. And this one is almost everyone who's grown up in Chicago knows about the throne rooms, housed deep within the Art Institute of Chicago. They are a collection of 68 exquisite, almost eerily realistic miniature rooms. Each of the rooms is designed in the style of a different time and place, and every detail is perfect. Some might even say the rooms are magical. So the one thing that I do want to add is are more classics. I feel like my kids haven't been exposed, well, my older daughter has, but my boys haven't been exposed to many classics yet, so I will be adding a few of those in there. I will try to come back every month or so and share with you guys what we've actually read, but this is just a stack that I gathered, like, okay, we're gonna do this, we're gonna get through at least half of these. So we shall see how that all works out. I'm going to plan one a month, and if we get to do more than that, that'll be great, but my focus is one a month. Audiobooks are usually about, depending on the size of the book, 4 hours, which is very doable for us because we can sit and listen to audiobooks for 30 minutes to an hour every single day. Also gonna do picture books, but I don't include those in this because those are books that I try to do every single day, multiple times a day. But this is just what we're gonna try to do as a family, everyone finding something to keep them busy and occupied while we listen for an hour or two. If you guys have any questions, let me know in the comments below. If you've read any of these books, let me know which one should I move to the top of the list. If you have any other suggestions, let me know that in the comments as well. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.